Morning, pals learners. All right, what are we going to learn this month? It's May. We're going to start learning Google Sheets. Now, Google Sheets is a spreadsheet, and spreadsheets tend to make people a little bit nervous. I know I'm one of those people because I'm like, what do you do with a spreadsheet? Now, I used to use them a little bit when I was teaching science, and I would use them for experiments, and we'd make graphs and all that kind of stuff. But in my everyday life, I don't always use Google Sheets. So what I want you to do, though, is to understand that there are definitely ways that you in your everyday life could use Google Sheets. So first of all, how do you get there? And why am I choosing Google Sheets? As you know, we've been doing a lot of the Google projects just because it's free. That's the main reason why I'm showing you Google and not Excel. Excel does the same thing, and in some ways it actually does a little bit more, but the main buttons and the main working systems are the same through both of them. And so because Google Sheets is free, that's the one that I'm working on and showing you. So as we know, we go into our 9 dots once we are signed in, and you've got either your letters or your pictures here. And then we're going to scroll down until we find Sheets. Sheets is this green one here, and it looks like it has cells already in it. So if we click on this, it's going to come up with Google Sheets. Now in here, you've got your blank sheet. This is what you could start with. And then it has these templates. We're going to talk about those in just a second. But if you want to do just a basic spreadsheet, so this is what we'll be doing in class if you come into our in-person classes. So basically what we had here is we looked at what you could have for a simple budget. So we had our items that we would need, the cost of those items, and then what we learned was how to use these functions. Functions are really important in Google Sheets. So if you look right here, where all of the information from that cell is up over here. So this says equals and then sum, and then it has some funky numbers in here. So basically what you need to know about Google Sheets is Google Sheets has rows and it has columns. The rows go horizontally, the columns go up and down. Now, in those rows and columns, you have cells. So every cell has a specific number. For example, this is B1 because it is in the column B and row 1. And it actually comes up right here over in this teeny tiny corner that says B1. If you clicked on this one over here, this is A5. So it just kind of gives you like map plot points to be able to find the different cells. Why that matters is because if you didn't already know this, and I've just deleted what was in that box, you could say, I want to know the total budget for my party, and you can highlight all of these boxes. And see how I highlighted an extra one? That's really important. You want to highlight the extra one. And then you can go up to this sum. This is a functions key, and you can click on the function, come down, and it says sum. Now these are all different math functions that you can use. We're not teaching you math. In digital skills, you could learn those in digital, but basically you could just click sum, and what it's going to do is it's going to take, and you'll see up here and down here, it says that it's going to sum B2, so this cell, all the way down, that's what the 2 dots mean, to B6. So it's going to sum up all of these. And all you have to do to get that number is click enter. And then you get this really tiny number because I've changed the font of all of these. But you get this number of 86. So the total for our party, in this case, which we've made up completely, is $86. So this is your basic what, or like an introduction to sheets, and lets you know like the simplest thing you could do. Basically list things out and add up costs. Sound good? Now, before we end, I just want to go back to, so if you clicked on, when we first went into here, instead of clicking onto a blank template and adding these things in, they had all of these templates there. So when we went into Sheets the first time, they have this up here, which is our template gallery. See right here, template gallery. So if we click on this, this shows us what we can use Google Sheets for. So for the month of May, when you come into our in-person classes on site, the first thing I'm going to do is make you do the simple one that we just talked about and figure out how to do one function, which is the sum. And then for the rest of the month, I want you to try these different functions that you can use. So we're going to use these templates, and you can make whatever you would like to do when you come in. So you could do to-do lists, budgets. Budgets are big with Excel because it does a lot of the math for you. So you've got monthly budgets, annual budgets. You can do investment sheets. You could make a calendar. You could make up a schedule or a trip planner, which actually would be super fun just because I think I just really want to be traveling all the time now. Anyone who's getting married, there's wedding planners already set up, so they do your budgets for you. You've got team rosters for sports and pros and cons. Then you can go into your work. They have invoices. They even have analytic dashboards. You can do project management and education. So when you come into the site, we are going to be exploring Google Sheets specifically. If you have Excel on your laptop and you bring your laptop into the sites, we can do Excel as well. And we will be looking at the different things that you can use Google Sheets or spreadsheets for the month of May. See you when you come in. Bye.